We have the next keynote address, ladies and gentlemen. This is a keynote address by Mr. Nabajit Nath, who's the head of sales India at Blis. Can we please have a huge round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen, as he's over here, looking all dapper in his suit. The mic is ready, and the stage is all yours.
Am I audible? I think so. Yeah. Cool. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start with my presentation, next slide is, yes. So India plays the semifinals of the Paris Olympics tonight in exactly 5 hours' time. So hopefully we are, yes, Chak De, come on, India. Had some good results today in the daytime. So hopefully, touch wood, in the night also we get some good results. So while we conference, while we network, I think our hearts and our dreams are with them in Paris. Now, coming to the topic, serious topic, which is not Paris Olympics, but which is, yes, transforming brand strategies with location insights. I'll take the cue of location and talk to you about something which is relevant and a lot of marketeers are using these days in their marketing campaigns, right? Which is, micro moments. So what is all this buzz about micro moments? So when I say micro moments, think of them as the I want to do now. I want to be there now. I want to purchase this now kind of moments, which are usually interspersed during your day, during your week itself. For example, if I'm a corporate worker and my day or my week starts with me going from office to home to office, coming back to home, and then maybe going out with clients, going for a shopping, going for a drive. So these are small, small micro moments throughout the day which kind of define our lives, right? Which kind of creates a trail for us. And the good part is marketers and brands can use these micro moments and leverage these micro moments to be in front of the audiences with their marketing communication. Now, for this presentation, what I've done is to make you, understand this in a very, micro way. I have taken 2 protagonists, and I've named them because I'm a Bollywood buff and a web series buff. I've named them Rinki and Abhishek. Rinki is a tech-savvy, lady who understands product, who understands technology. She understands, USPs of one product versus another. She looks forward to new launches. She looks forward to, the sales, the August 15 sale or something like that. And then there's Abhishek, who is laid back, 9-to-5er like us. And his excitement is for Fridays and for Saturdays. He wants to go out and explore pubs and cafes in his area. So in terms of demography, in terms of geography, in terms of age group, they might be similar. But then when you see their pattern of visitation data, then when you see the micro moments they create throughout the day and a week, they are totally different. So therefore, what marketeers can do is understand the patterns of their data over a period of time. Slightly slow. Yeah, over a period of time, and then maybe customize their communication in a way that is tailored for their visitation data. For example, if you want to speak to Abhishek, speak to him during Fridays and Saturdays when he's excited to go out and venture out and look for a pub or a cafe, right? For example, if you want to speak to Rinki, ask her or reach out to her whenever she is in front of a chroma, in front of a tech store. So that's the kind of personalization, that's the kind of understanding and precise locating the person is something which audiences or which clients can and start to do. And then there is strategic timing. You have to be there in front of the audiences when the timing is right. Either it's real time or through a historic targeting through their behavioral pattern over a period of time. Now, when I say micro moments, I'll cluster them into 4 different clusters. Firstly is the I want to know micro moment. Now, when I say I want to know micro moment, it can be about, say, for example, Neeraj Chopra's throw today. 1 hour back, he just participated in the qualifications. So he threw 89 point something. So might be texting that, right? That what is the result of the Olympic Games today? So that is the I want to know micro moments throughout a day. Then there is I want to go micro moments. India is very agile and mobile. People want to go and explore places. So that's the I want to go micro moment. Third is the I want to do micro moment. India is young, India is vibrant, India is all about people who want to do a lot of stuff during the day, during the weekends. So that's covered in the I want to do micro moments. And finally, I want to buy micro moments. So being a very digitally savvy kind of a audience these days, and people are not too much concerned about daily spends and impulsive spends. People are all, always paying through the Paytms and the phone pays of the world. So you have a lot of impulse buys these days, so which covers the I want to buy micro moments daily or weekly that we have. Now, I get a lot of questions that when you say micro moments, are these only relevant for brands who have a brick and mortar setup, or maybe a physical store, or maybe a presence outside, right? In a way, it is true. A lot of these brands have been using micro moments for the longest time, but you'll be surprised to know that a lot of categories like BFSI, like QSR, like travel and tourism, like ad tech, these are also coming up and using micro moments to tailor their communication in front of audiences. I'll give you a small example. When I say finance brands, so if a bank wants to promote their credit cards, they want to reach out to users who are business travelers, who are going out and checking into hotels and lounges, etc., because that's the primary audience for them. So they reach out to brands like us to find out how many of the people in metros are business travelers, are checking into a hotel like this today in real time, and then reach out to them through display or engaging creative or a rich media. So that's where we find that a lot of categories have kind of owned up micro moments and are using location data to tailor their communication, reach out to right audiences at the right time. Okay, now being a head of sales, my role is to introduce my brand also, and maybe pitch to some of the clients and agencies sitting out here. So who are Blis? What are we doing globally? And what are we doing especially in India? We are a 20-year-old organization based out of London. We have offices in APAC, in Mumbai, Singapore, and Sydney. And overall, in the global scenario, we have got 38 branches across the globe. And in terms of a few tidbits about Blis, we are older than Google Maps in the location sphere. And then we also have served ads to 1/5 of the world's population till now. And in terms of mapping the world, we have mapped around 100 million locations across the globe, and also in Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 cities in India itself. Now, what I've been talking about is location data, micro moments, visitation data. How is it helpful for brands? So in two ways, broader sense, there are two main ways of using it. Firstly is the historic targeting. If you check, for example, a 6 months historic look-back window of audiences, say, for example, going to malls. How many of audiences in metros, in Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, are going to malls over a period of 6 months' time, and when is the right time to show them an ad? So that's how historic targeting works. And then there is real-time targeting, where we reach out to audiences right now, with a communication at this very point in time, whenever they are in front of a showroom or passing through a POI, etc. So that's how real-time and historic targeting works. Now, within historic targeting itself, what Blis has done and what platforms like us do is create cohorts for you to ready-made use in your campaigns. For example, we have created cohorts of frequent travelers, home buyers, sports fanatics, gym goers, and cafe hoppers. So these are all ready-made cohorts created through a look-back window, which unique to Blis is around 12 months. So over 12 months period, if I see that there are a lot of people who are going to gym, we can target them with, say, a muscle blaze campaign, or similar campaigns for cafe hoppers, or maybe frequent flyers. So that's something which is used for historical targeting of audiences and reaching out to the right audiences like that. And real-time targeting, as the name suggests itself, it's real-time, it's now, it's present, and it's always good to know, good to reach out to audiences who are engaging or creating micro moments at this present moment. For example, if a brand wants to reach out to people who are attending the conference today, they can very well reach out to you on your phones. If you're on your phone, people can communicate with you and present their products in front of you with a display or a video banner, right? And something which we have launched, of course, globally we have launched years back, but in APAC region we have launched in the last few years, is something called Smart Pin. How it functions is that, and the main usage of Smart Pin for campaigns is to filter out bot traffic, fraud traffic, and wrong traffic. So what we do is, Smart Pin has a 10-step filtration process through which we understand which kind of traffic is not precise enough, not unique enough, and is maybe fraud traffic, and we eliminate those traffic and only have the traffic which is authentic and real be used in campaigns for clients. So these 10-step filtration process is I have to this way or that way. Not moving. Okay. So this is the 10-step filtration process of eliminating wrong traffic or bot traffic. Firstly, it has to be a unique data set that we are punching into the system. Then it has to be precise. When I say precise, for example, if I'm getting a lat long of our audience set, then the lat long has to be after decimal point, it has to be at least 4 digit, right? If it's just 1.2 or 2.3, that's not a lat long definition. So it has to be very precise. It has to be if there is not enough data, then it's also a wrong data to be fed into the system. Then the country code needs to match. If I'm running a campaign in India, the country code cannot be of, say, Saudi Arabia or something like that. So this is a 10-step filtration process that is launched for campaigns running in India so that the audiences which are being targeted for this campaign are authentic for the client. And there is Greenwich timing and symmetry, etc. I'll not get deep into this, but then these are the filters that we use for campaigns. Okay, when I talk about all this data, now that is the back end, right? When it's about front end, when we are talking to the clients or users, we have only a 1 second or a very small amount of time to engage with them. So if the creative is not good enough, if the creative is not engaging enough, then it does not make sense to run the campaign. So therefore, what we also have done is that we have an in-house creative team in Mumbai. We work on very industry-approved and recognized creatives for categories, brands across categories, and we use the back-end data to run a very engaging campaign at the front end. So that's what we also do in India. And then finally, digital is all about measurability. It's about measuring the ROI, measuring the footfalls, giving you the brand lift study. So Blis is partnered with such third-party measuring tools so that your ROI is got from the campaign. You know where your ad dollars are being spent, and therefore you get to know the efficiency and the efficacy of the campaign. So that was basically it, very concise and small presentation. I hope you take away something from this presentation, at least from a hyperlocal point of view. If you want to use hyperlocal, if you want to engage with us, let me know. Me and Ishika are here. We are outside. You can definitely engage with us. And as a thank you note, this is a QR code. You can just scan it and take a one-pager from our side. Thank you. Thank you for lending me your ears.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And the QR code is there. Of course, we have to do it. Can we please have the QR code played again? Because we generally want people. Warna people, they say कि करेंगे फिर later on.
बाद में करेंगे.
बाद में करते करते फिर बहुत ज़्यादा बात हो जाता है. Let's have the QR code for some time.